Let's take a step back and look at what Hamas is and what it wants. Hamas is the current ruling party in Gaza and has been since 2006, when it won a landslide in democratic elections. In fact, at the time, it became one of the first Islamist parties around the world to win political office. But much of the West considers Hamas to be a terrorist organisation. The group was born in 1987, just at the start of the First Intifada, or Palestinian uprising. Now, the group's founders wanted it to be able to deliver social welfare programs to the residents of Gaza, which at this particular point number about 1.8 million people. But then a year in, it published its charter, and within that charter, Hamas was calling for the destruction of Israel. Hamas started a suicide bombing campaign against Israel in the 1990s. So what does Hamas want? First of all, Hamas wants an end to the Israeli occupation of Palestinian lands and a right of return for Palestinians who were forced from their homes and became refugees in 1948 when the State of Israel was created. Secondly, Hamas wants a lifting of the Israeli blockade on Gaza. Israel at this point controls the airspace and the waters of Gaza. Along with Egypt, it controls the borders. Israel says that is necessary to try and cope with a more militarized Hamas. And thirdly, Hamas wants the release of around 6,500 Palestinian prisoners currently in Israeli detention. They believe that they're being held illegally. And then there's the question as to whether Hamas is simply in this fight because it has nothing to lose. Living conditions for almost 2 million people in one of the most densely populated territories on earth are very tough, and they are not improving. Unemployment hovers around the 50% level, and that's before this latest round of fighting. Hamas has also lost one of its major allies, the Muslim Brotherhood in Egypt. The new Egyptian regime considers Hamas to be an enemy. Nevertheless, some experts say that simply by fighting against Israel, Hamas appears to be standing up for the rights of the Palestinian people. And it is improving its popularity.
Paula Hancock.